topic, it is elsewhere. What happened in Sri Lanka? We are in every lesson it is given elsewhere. So it is our near country, and it is known as the teardrops of India. Which country? Sri Lanka. Then what happened in Sri Lanka, that we are going to see. In 1956, the year of the state of India were recognized on the base of language, and the Parliament of Sri Lanka, then Ceylon, introduced an act recognizing Sinhala as the sole official language of the country. In 1956, we have seen that on 1953 onwards, we started to divide India. In 1953, maximum states we made in the name of language, on the base of language. At the same time, after 2 years, in 1958, what happened in Sri Lanka? They made an act, and in that act they are saying like that Sinhala, that is one of the language of Sri Lanka, that will be the, or that should be the official language, and very clearly that said as the sole official language of the country. This made Sinhala the medium of instruction in all the state schools and colleges, and in public examinations, and in the court. So if we kept keeping one language as a what we can say official language, then we want to use means the common thing, everything should keep us in that same official language. So what happened in school and college instructions, in which language? Sinhala. Then public examination like IAS, IPS exams, that also in Sinhala language. Then in court and public places, they started to use only Sinhala. The new act was opposed by Tamil speaking minority who lived in the north of the island. Please underline, who faced the problem? The Tamil speaking people. They were the minority of the country. Majority Sinhala speaking, and minority which language speaking? They are speaking what we can say Tamil speaking people, and they was living in the northern part of the island. When you deny me my language, said one Tamil MP, you deny me everything, because it is also a democratic country, and if you are saying like that you can't speak your language as a official language, then he noted that one. He said that you are denying everything for me like that. You are hoping for a divided Ceylon. So you are making the Ceylon into two part, Tamil speaking people area and Sinhala speaking people's area, like that. And an opposition member himself, Sinhala speaking, predicted that if the government did not change its mind, and instead of act being passed, two torn little bleeding state might yet arise out of one little state. So the one of the Sinhala MP, he himself said that if the government is not changing its mind, we will get from the one state, and it will divide into two different states, that also with bleeding, because they will fight each other, and each part each community people, they will lose their dear and near ones, and they want to face economical crisis also, like that. He is saying in a what we can say allegory. In that way he is saying that one two torn little bleeding states, it won't be a full-fledged state also, because the number of the Tamilians are very less, and area also very less. And if you are looking to the economical condition, this Tamil speaking people economically also poor when we are comparing Sinhala speaking. So the both countries will it will make into two parts and two different states, and they will fight for a long time, like that. One of the Sinhala MP also said. For several decades now, a civil war was raged in Sri Lanka, whose root lie in the imposition of the Sinhala language on a Tamil speaking minority. We might have heard like that LTT, Tamil tigers, Tamil puli, like that words you might have heard. in your childhood or at home parents are speaking like that. Why? They started to fight each other in the name of language there, and that fight was known as, it is not for 1 year 2 year, it was a long war, and it is known as civil war. Please underline that one, civil war. Then another South Asian country, Pakistan, was divided into when the Bengali speakers of East felt that their language was being suppressed. We know when India divided into two, India and Pakistan, that time Pakistan, West Pakistan and East Pakistan was there. West Pakistan means present Pakistan, and East Pakistan, present we are calling it as Bangladesh. So when the Bangladesh people, they were speaking Bengali, and they felt like that their language going to be suppressed and they are not getting priority in Pakistan government, so they also started to fight each other. Then later what happened? It divided into two countries. By contrast, India has managed to survive as a single nation, in part because many regional languages were given freedom to flourish. Had Hindi been imposed on South India in the way that Urdu was imposed to East Pakistan or Sinhala on the northern Sri Lanka, India too might have seen civil war and fragmentation. So in Pakistan also later it made into two country. Then Sri Lanka not become two country, and they asked for a separate Elam or separate state, but not given. Then later they changed that mind and they made everything different system, and but they faced civil war of near about 40-50 years. Then in Sri Lanka and Pakistan also in 1970s only, this Bangladesh becomes separate country, that also with the help of Indian army, and now it is known as Bangladesh. And now in GDP level or everything, it is progressing, or it progressed than India. Then if we taken Hindi as an official language and imposed everywhere in India, especially in the southern India and in the northeastern India, it may fragmented to small pieces, or we also may face civil war here in India. Contrary, the fear of Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, linguistic states have not threatened the unity of India. Both of the leader, means PM as well as the deputy PM, they had a fear about if you are making the states in the name of language, it may affect the unity of India. Now because of this different language we are having our own language, and we are free to speak that one, we are able to develop our language. That's why still we are having the unity in India. Rather, they have deepened this unity. Once the fear of one language being suppressed has gone, the different linguistic group have been content to live as part of the larger nation called India. We are living with Tamil very peacefully, very harmoniously. We are not getting any fear. Our language will take away from us. We can't speak in our language, like that problem we are not facing. So very harmoniously, very peacefully we are living here in India. By this we are completing our total syllabus. Then next video we will start our revision, which lessons given for your exam.